Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Imagine you're sitting in a classroom where the teacher is talking about math, history, and science, but no one is teaching you about how to handle money. You're taught to get good grades and get a well-paying job, but somehow, despite all your effort, it feels like money never sticks around. That was my life growing up. My parents always told me that working hard, getting a secure job, and saving money were the keys to success. But as I got older, I realized something was missing. I wanted to know how to get rich, not just work for money, but make money work for me. Transition into the lesson learned from the book. Then I stumbled upon a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, and my entire perspective on money changed forever. Today, I want to share the key lessons from this book, which has helped millions of people break free from the chains of traditional thinking about wealth. Robert Kiyosaki grew up with two influential father figures, his biological father, whom he calls Poor Dad, and his best friend's father, Rich Dad. These two men had very different views on money, work, and success, and Kiyosaki learned from both. Poor Dad believed in the traditional path: get a good education, find a stable job, work hard, and save money. He focused on security, stability, and avoiding financial risk. Despite having a respectable job as a teacher, he struggled financially, living paycheck to paycheck. On the other hand, Rich Dad didn't have a high formal education, but understood the power of financial education and investing. Rich Dad taught Kiyosaki that wealth comes from owning assets and generating passive income, not from working for a paycheck. Kiyosaki learned from both men, but it was the lessons from Rich Dad that ultimately led to financial freedom. This contrast between the two approaches forms the backbone of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The importance of financial education. The poor and middle class work for money, the rich have money work for them. Traditional education doesn't teach you how to make money or how to manage it. You're taught math, science, and history, but financial literacy is rarely covered in school. Rich Dad taught Kiyosaki that understanding money, how to manage it, and how to make it grow is more important than academic success. Kiyosaki emphasizes that without financial education, you'll likely be stuck working for money your entire life. Making your money work for you requires an understanding of the game. Without this knowledge, you'll always be at the mercy of your paycheck. Actionable takeaway: invest in your financial education. Start reading books, watching videos, attending seminars, and learning from those who have successfully built wealth. Don't wait for school or your job to teach you. Be proactive in your financial learning. The rich buy assets, the poor and middle class buy liabilities they think are assets. Kiyosaki explains the critical difference between assets and liabilities, and why it's so important to understand this distinction. Assets: things that put money in your pocket. These are investments. Rental properties: businesses that generate income, stocks that pay dividends. It's liabilities: things that take money out of your pocket. These include mortgages, car loans, credit card debt, and expenses that don't generate income. The key to becoming wealthy is acquiring assets. The wealthy focus on buying things that generate income, while the poor and middle class tend to accumulate liabilities thinking they are assets. like buying an expensive house or car that doesn't bring in money. Actionable takeaway. Start acquiring assets. Begin by investing in things like real estate, stocks, and businesses that can create cash flow. Be cautious about liabilities like cars, homes that require maintenance, or anything that eats up your money without providing a return. The rat race and escaping it. Most people are trapped in the rat race of working for a paycheck. They work hard all their lives but never get ahead. Kiyosaki describes how many people live in the rat race, which is a cycle where you work to earn money, pay bills, and repeat. You might get a raise or promotion, but you end up increasing your expenses to match your income, leaving you stuck in the same financial position. In this cycle, people are working for money, but never thinking about how to make their money work for them. Rich Dad advised Kiyosaki that the way out of this cycle is by creating multiple streams of passive income. This could come from investments, starting a business, or building assets that generate cash flow without requiring constant effort on your part. Actionable takeaway. Start small, but think big. Look for opportunities to create passive income. This could be starting an online business, investing in rental properties, or buying stocks that pay dividends. The goal is to move away from depending solely on your job for income. The power of entrepreneurship. The power of entrepreneurship. The rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. While Poor Dad advocated for working hard to climb the corporate ladder, Rich Dad emphasized entrepreneurship. Kiyosaki learned that having a business or investment portfolio is one of the most effective ways to create wealth. Entrepreneurship isn't just about owning a business. It's about taking control of your financial future. Entrepreneurs learn how to solve problems and create value, which is how they generate income. Whether you're self-employed or own a business that makes money while you're not directly involved, entrepreneurship is a key vehicle for wealth creation. Actionable takeaway. Start thinking like an entrepreneur. Identify opportunities where you can provide value and consider starting a side business or investing in areas that allow you to own and control your income. Entrepreneurship is a mindset that allows you to create wealth by leveraging time and resources. Lesson 5. Work to learn. Don't work for money. It's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep. Kiyosaki explains that most people work for money, but the wealthy work to learn. Instead of focusing on earning more through a paycheck, focus on learning new skills, particularly in areas like sales, marketing, and investing. This mindset shift can make all the difference in your financial future. Instead of choosing jobs based solely on salary, choose jobs or opportunities that teach you something valuable. Over time, these skills will pay off in the form of higher income and better financial opportunities. Actionable takeaway. When looking for opportunities, prioritize those that allow you to learn valuable skills. Whether it's sales, marketing, or financial management, these skills will serve you for a lifetime. Focus on acquiring knowledge that can ultimately help you build assets and create wealth. Key Lesson 6. Overcoming fear and taking risks. The primary difference between a rich person and a poor person is how they handle fear. Fear is one of the most significant barriers to wealth. The fear of losing money keeps most people from investing or starting businesses. However, Rich Dad taught Kiyosaki that fear is a part of the process. The key to success is learning to manage that fear, take calculated risks, and overcome the mental barriers that hold you back. Kiyosaki also stresses the importance of taking small steps and learning from mistakes. It's not about being fearless. It's about being courageous and taking action despite fear. Actionable takeaway. Take calculated risks and don't be afraid to fail. Use each mistake as a learning opportunity. Start small, invest in stocks, take on a side project, or begin learning about real estate. The important thing is to take the first step and move forward with confidence. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. The key takeaway from Rich Dad, Poor Dad is that the journey to financial freedom starts with education and action. You need to shift from thinking like the poor dad working hard for money into thinking like the rich dad, making money work for you. Building wealth is a gradual process. It requires acquiring financial knowledge, making smart investments, and creating multiple income streams. But it all starts with the first step, making the decision to take control of your financial future. Final actionable takeaway. Start today. Begin by learning more about finances, investing, and creating assets. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll break free from the rat race and move towards true financial independence. Did you find these lessons helpful? If you want more content on building wealth, financial literacy, and entrepreneurship, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated. Remember, change begins with one step. Start yours today.